All right, hello YouTube. I wanted to get on here and discuss movies in the year of 2026. Um, First things first, I recently watched The Odyssey and Spider-Man, so I need to get into those two movies. I won't spend too much time just because I don't have that many thoughts on it. But I saw The Odyssey about 2 weeks ago. Fun fact, I actually wanted to see it in that 70 because there's IMAX, there's like standard IMAX, and there's IMAX 70. I was trying to watch it in an IMAX 70 theater, but the closest theater with IMAX 70 is sold out through the month of September. So I had to settle for just basic IMAX. It was still pretty good, but man, the images I saw on Twitter that compared IMAX 70 to IMAX, I will try to make it out to see it in IMAX 70. Anyway, I really like the Odyssey. My overall thoughts is a 9 out of 10. The pacing was a little weird. It seemed like the very first quarter of the movie was very fast paced, a lot of monologue. The actors were talking really fast and they were going boom, 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 boom. So it was really sped up for me in the beginning than I'm used to. But overall, it was good. It was a good story. The length didn't really I should say adaptation, not story, because the Odyssey has been around for hundreds, thousands of years, right? But it was a good adaptation. The length didn't bother me. I really like long movies. The whole controversy of like, oh, why are they casting American actors or uh, you know different, the controversies, right? I won't get into all that. That didn't really bother me because first and foremost, this is not a historical movie. Like the Odyssey is a fictional story, and this is just Christopher Nolan's version of it. Um, it didn't really distract me. I mean, the actors were awesome. I think Matt Damon played, and I have to be honest, it did. I did have to get used to American actors speaking in American accents in a time that's placed, in ancient Greece. But then again, it's not a real story. Like they could do whatever they want with it, right? Like these are not real characters. These are not real people, right? Um, but it was good. What I wanted to see more of was the leader of the Trojan, not the Trojan, the leader of the Greeks, the guy that was ore farming the whole movie with the huge helmet and that was like Darth Vader level type of aura. That was really awesome to see. But overall, it was really good. I like the ending. Awesome acting. Christopher Nolan, he does it again. Um, no complaints. Yeah, it was really good. And then I also saw Spider-Man a few days ago. Spider-Man, I think this movie was kind of overhyped in my opinion. I think it's a little overrated. Um, I really like, and like everybody does, like the aspect of Spider-Man swinging through New York, being that neighborhood hero that we all know Spider-Man to be. It's really good to kind of go away. That's my cat. Sorry, that's my cat. Uh, it's good to go away from this type of this version of Spider-Man that um, is so aided by Tony Stark and the Avengers. So that was a breath of fresh air. I do like the plot at the end with oh, spoilers by the way, with Jean Grey. I think it's very interesting mixing in the X-Men here. A couple things I didn't really wasn't that too big of a fan of. Um, I think it was a little too early to reintroduce MJ and Ned. I feel like we need some time away from them, and maybe this is like the last movie they'll be in, which I hope so. I just feel like their time is like we just either need a break from them or we need to completely go away from them. Um, I I think it's time for Spider-Man to be even more on his own, right? But the time jump in the beginning was good. It caught us up on like what he's been doing and whatnot. I also wish it would have dove more into the mutation aspect of the story. I feel like they were holding back a lot of things that we've seen in past media, in shows and comics with the Man Spider and Spider-Man mutating into like a monster. I feel like they were very PG about it. which it makes sense. You want it to be like a family movie, but I feel like there could have been more there on that storyline. Hulk coming back was pretty nice, even though it kind of felt like that was the last time that we're gonna see Hulk, which really sucks because they finally did Hulk right. I mean, the dude is a big, huge green monster, ripped to the gill, like 10, 15 feet tall. Um, it kind of sucks that like the way he was defeated was just him, the power of friendship, feeling the friendship and love from Spider-Man, and that's why he let go and fell. But it was cool to see him, especially fight Spider-Man. That was really awesome. Um, the story was awesome too. MJ or not MJ, Aunt May saving the day at the end, even though she saving the day again, even though she's dead. I thought that was very touching. It was a little long, because there was at one point. It was after Jean Grey got captured. I was like, all right, that's it. Um, I guess what are they called? The damage control was the real enemy all along, right? It was all right. It was good. Now, a lot of people are saying it's the best Spider-Man movie to date. I totally disagree with that. I think even No Way Home was better. And obviously, I'm biased because that movie was full of nostalgia, and I grew up with a lot of those old Spider-Man movies. Um, Even Spider-Man 2 from the Raimi trilogy, I think, is still the best. But it was good. I'm looking forward to the next one because we know that there will be a next one. It's in Sony's contract to make a Spider-Man movie every 5 years, something like that. And you best believe Sony is never giving up those rights. I mean, this movie, I think it grossed 900 million its first weekend. Bro, Supergirl only made 200 million. The Odyssey just crossed 800 million, and it's been out for like 2 3 weeks. Spider-Man, I have to say, is the goated superhero right now. It goes, it's not Superman, it's not Batman, it's Spider-Man, and then I'll put Superman second because he recently had a movie, and then Batman. That's the order, and it really should be super. It really should be honestly. I would like it to be Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. It should be based off what we know about society and superheroes. It should be um, Superman, Batman, then Spider-Man, and then Wolverine and whatnot. Just because historically those have been like the big three. But right now, oh my God, it is Spider-Man number one, and I won't get into a whole character examination of why Spider-Man is so beloved. He's one of my favorites. He's one of everyone's favorites, right? Um, but Spider-Man right now is killing it. He's up there. And not just the movies too. I mean, you don't forget about Spider-Man Across the Universe, the whole multiverse trilogy that has yet to finish. There's still a movie we're waiting on to wrap up that story. And then you also had the Spider-Man video game a couple years back. So Spider-Man's doing really well. And then to end the video here, I just want to talk about 2026 and how awesome of a year it's been for movies. I'm not by any means a movie expert. I occasionally watch them. I love going to the movie theaters as tradition, just because I grew up doing it. And I just feel like big events, big movies need to be watched on the big screen. It's okay to still go to the theaters for like your comedies and your smaller movies, but for me, if it's a monumental movie by like a big director or it's like a huge anticipated movie, a sequel, Avengers, whatever the case may be, I gotta go watch it on the big screen. That's my opinion. A couple movies I've liked so far this year. I'm blanking on the movie with Ryan Gosling. Holy crap! I am blanking on that movie. Give me 1 second. Ryan Gosling, very heartwarming movie. Almost cried. I don't know who directed it. Um, but really touching. Hail Mary. Oh, that I'm very impressed with that movie. Very impressed. Uh, because it's not an original story. It's based off a book actually. But it's a movie that really took a chance. I felt like most studios probably wouldn't greenlight this movie because it's not a sequel or it's not a superhero movie. And we know nowadays if you're not a big director, I mean, most studios are pumping out sequels and superhero movies, right? But this is a very unique one. I haven't really seen a movie like this that's wholesome, that's mostly original, coming out on the big screen with a really awesome, impacting story. Man, it really pulls at your heartstrings, and it's the first movie I've seen in a while that's fun for the whole family. I mean, there's not a curse word in here, not an inappropriate joke. It is fun for all, truly a movie for all ages, and that's why I loved most about it. A really wholesome story. So I was really impressed with that movie. I haven't seen Supergirl. Am I gonna see Supergirl? I mean, maybe one day eventually. It really didn't catch my eye. And Supergirl is just not a hero that I followed a lot, or yeah, I don't know. It's not a movie that's like, oh, I need to go see that. And the DCEU, I'm still not sold on it, so we'll see. Clayface though is coming out later this year, and that's a movie I'm very very excited about. It should be like a horror type movie. As we know, Batman has a litany of different villains, very interesting villains fleshed out, and Clayface has never had the spotlight on the big screen. He's been in shows, comic books, and whatnot, but I'm very excited to see that Clayface movie. That should be good. And then obviously you have Avengers Doomsday, which I can I can talk about that for 15-20 minutes on a different video. Um, Man, it should be a good movie. It's a shame that there hasn't really been any kind of build up whatsoever, because we know the last few years in the MCU has just been the Kang Dynasty and lame characters. I won't get into it. But the way that they're bringing everybody back for Doomsday, it should be good. I hope it's good. Dune 3 is coming out too, and Dune 3 and I haven't even seen Dune 1. I saw Dune 1 when it first came out. I completely forgot about it. I haven't seen Dune 2. So I need to catch up. I hear they're good movies, so no hate on mine. So I'll just leave that there. And then there's a Rocky movie coming out too, and I will be first in line to see that. I'm very excited. The trailer looks fantastic. The actor, who I don't know, but he looks just like young Sylvester Stallone. So I'm excited to see that. That's gonna be biopics are hit or miss. The Rock did one last year with Smashing Machine, which I personally loved that movie, but it failed in the box office. So I hope this new Rocky movie doesn't fail. I'm really hoping that it comes through. There's another movie coming out soon. I think Spielberg's directing it. It's about zombies or whatnot. My whole point here is that movies are back. Good movies are back. This has been and will be an awesome year for movies. An unforgettable one. We haven't really had a year like this in a minute. I'm trying to think, and maybe 2016, 10 years ago. What a coincidence. 2019 maybe, with Star Wars and Endgame, and I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while, but it's good to see movies back. Your boy's gonna keep going to movies. That's the one thing that AI cannot replace, is going to the movies, right? All right. Well, it's been too long of a video, so I'll hop off now, and we'll talk soon.